Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again, as always. Now, despite what I said in last night's video, guys, about all the black pills that my channel seems to produce, I have actually managed to find something rather positive. Now, I know you depressing sods out there, you like your doom and gloom, but it's a little break from the norm, so please do hear me out and humour me for just a few minutes. So what we're going to be talking about specifically tonight, guys, is the youth in this country and the gulfing class between one set of youths and another set of youths. But we'll get to that once I've gone through these couple of stories. Now, first up is about a schoolboy, 8 years old, who has gone down some alleyways near his house and got rid of glass and, broken bits of crap that could potentially be a danger to other children and animals. I do want you to do one thing while I'm reading through this story quickly, guys, is to note the name of this young chap. An 8-year-old schoolboy was so worried about smashed glass and rubbish in an alleyway near his home that he took matters into his own hands and cleared it himself. Jackson from Cheshire, Jackson, was scared the Detroiters could harm a young child or animals. The boy went on to make the walkway in Ellesmere Port safer and clearer. Armed with brooms and bin bags alongside his mother Leanne, Jackson soon realised the job was far too big for two people. It prompted the 8-year-old to email his local MP, Justin Madders, who jumped on board to help. Joined by some local councillors, the group quickly solved the issue. Jackson declared that he was much happier walking through the alleyway. As a result, he added that he now has his sights set on cleaning Whitby Park. Jackson, mother's name, Leanne. That's all I'm going to say on that just for now. And the second one, guys, is about a Scottish boy who was delivering a round of newspapers on his newspaper round, obviously, when he saw a man that was unconscious, so he went to help him. Another glorious deed. And once again, I want you to note the name of this young fella. A 14-year-old paperboy has been hailed as a hero after discovering his 97-year-old neighbour unconscious and summoning emergency services. Callum Clydesdale, nice Scottish name, was delivering newspapers in Britain's near Palmert in Falkirk when he became worried that Bob Stewart had not received his previous day's delivery. The teenager investigated by checking through windows before spotting Mr. Stewart motionless on his kitchen floor. The youngster immediately dialed 999 with paramedics rushing Mr. Stewart to Forth Valley Hospital in Lambert. Although the pensioner died 6 days later, his swift actions allowed relatives to gather at his bedside. The incident unfolded when Callum noticed during his morning paper round that Mr. Stewart's newspaper remained unchecked from the previous day. Now, as you can probably tell by the names of these two lads, these are white, British, English lads, Scottish, whichever. And as I mentioned at the top of this video, my friends, the gulfing class between these sorts of youths and the sorts of youths that we see on a daily basis on TikTok and on X that live in the big major cities such as Birmingham, Liverpool, Manchester, London, that kind of a thing, who have sword fights over a Greg's steak bake and a bottle of Oasis, and gang culture and murders and bloodshed and that kind of a stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, my friends, you won't see one of these certain demographic of youths cleaning the streets or saving an OAP from having a heart attack, would you? It just goes to show how much a stable home life that's free from the wives getting beaten up and men cheating on the missus and breaking up divorces and all this stuff, just how much of a positive influence it can have on a child's upbringing and how they behave themselves and how they conduct themselves when they're out in the public. Instead of going around shouting and swearing and cursing at the OAPs, not getting up in the bus to give up your seat, that kind of a thing, just sitting there with the feet up, nodding along to some shit music while listening to on the air headphones, whatever the hell you call them. You've got little lads such as these. These two kids here are a credit to the youth of today, and they need to be set as an example. I'm not saying I was like this when I was growing up. I was a little shit when I was growing up. Well, I can't blame that on my home life. That was just the way I am. But when I hear about stories like this, it gives me hope about the next generation of adults that are coming up through the ranks, as opposed to spending 25 years inside. They'll be doing something noble and hopefully raising a family, getting married and having a white picket fence, a state car and all the rest of it. Yeah, like I say, it does give me a glimmer of hope for the future generations of this country. That's basically it, my friends. I wanted to bring you this, a little bit of positivity. I'm pretty sure the doom and gloom will return within the next coming days. So yeah, just bear with me and I'll bring you some more black pills that I know you all enjoy. Let me know what you think in comments, guys. Carpe diem, and I shall see you in a bit. Cheers.